The world is yours, but you're too scared to actually own it. And I don't mean that as some motivational poster bullshit, I mean it literally. You have access to basically everything you could ever want right now, but you're walking around acting like someone else gets to decide what's possible for you. Like there's some gatekeeper you have to impress before you're allowed to go after what you want. Like your life is something that happens to you instead of something you actively build. The problem is that most people live their entire lives waiting for permission that's never going to come, waiting for someone to tell them it's okay to want things, waiting for the perfect moment or the right circumstances, or enough confidence before they actually step into the life they could be living. And meanwhile, the world keeps turning and opportunities keep passing and they keep staying small because staying small feels safer than claiming what's actually theirs. This happens because somewhere along the way, you learn that having big dreams or going after what you want is arrogant, that you should be humble and modest and wait your turn and not make waves, that real people don't actually pursue their ambitions, they just accept what life gives them and be grateful for the crumbs. And so now you're stuck between wanting something badly and feeling guilty for wanting it, between knowing you could do it and believing you shouldn't. Think about the last time you wanted to start something. Maybe you wanted to build a following on social media. Maybe you wanted to ask someone out. Maybe you wanted to switch careers or move to a new city or just do something that felt genuinely yours and not what everyone expected of you. And instead of just starting, you spent weeks or months or years thinking about it, researching it, planning it, waiting for the right moment that never came because the right moment doesn't exist and you were just using planning as an excuse to avoid the scariness of actually claiming something as yours. But you have to realize this, that the world isn't actually controlled by other people, that no one is the gatekeeper of your life except you, that permission was never something you needed to ask for because it was never anyone else's to give, and that every successful person you admire just started before they were ready and figured it out along the way, instead of waiting until they had all the answers. Stop asking for permission and start asking for forgiveness instead. Do the thing, build the thing, go after the thing, and if it doesn't work out, or if people judge you, or if you fail, then at least you actually tried instead of spending your whole life wondering what would have happened if you hadn't been so scared. Because regret from action is way easier to live with than regret from inaction. Separate the fantasy from the fear and actually identify what you're actually scared of. Because most of the time it's not failure, it's judgment, it's people thinking you're arrogant or too ambitious or not good enough. And once you realize that the thing you're actually afraid of is just other people's opinions, you can make a conscious choice about whether those opinions deserve to control your life or whether you're going to move forward anyway. But don't confuse claiming your power with being reckless. Don't mistake taking action for not thinking things through. Don't use the world is mine as an excuse to hurt people or cut corners or be careless with other people's lives. Because ownership comes with responsibility and maturity, and a lot of people will try to grab everything without considering the impact they're having on others. And that's not claiming your power, that's just being selfish. The world actually is yours, but you have to be brave enough to act like it. You have to stop waiting for someone to hand you permission or tell you that you're ready or give you the green light, because the only person who can do any of that is you. And the longer you wait, the more you're just stealing from yourself. So stop being scared of what's actually yours and start building it.